the life cycle. Learning about reproduction in human being. Reproduction in human being. The male reproductive system, testes and penis, are the main reproductive organs of the male reproductive system. Testes produces sperms, that is male germ cells. As formation of sperms require temperature lower than the normal body temperature, testes are located outside the abdominal cavity in the scrotum. Testes secrete the hormone testosterone, which brings about changes in boys during puberty. Epididymis. Immature sperm travels to the epididymis for development and storage. Vas deferens. It is a passage through which the sperm travels towards the urethra. Seminal vessel and prostate glands. They produce ejaculatory fluid which helps the sperm in transport and provides nutrition. Penis. It is the portion of the reproductive system that delivers the sperms to the site of fertilization. Sperms. A sperm cell is composed of head, which carries the genetic information, a middle part which carries mitochondria required for energy production, and a tail which is like a flagellum to help in movement towards the female germ cells. The female reproductive system, vagina, uterus, oviduct, and ovaries are the main reproductive organs to the female reproductive system. Vagina. It is a muscular tube that extends from the vaginal opening to uterus. It provides the route for the menstrual blood to leave the body during menstruation. It is a pathway through which sperms enter into the woman's body and is a pathway through which a baby comes out of the woman's body during childbirth. Uterus. Uterus is muscular organ. Due to strong muscles and ability to expand and contract, the uterus can accommodate a growing fetus and can push the baby during labor. Oviducts connect the uterus to the ovary. Ovaries. Two oval-shaped organs lie to the upper right and left of the uterus. They develop and release eggs into the oviduct. They secrete hormone estrogen, which brings about changes in girl during puberty. When a baby girl is born, the ovaries already contain thousands of immature eggs which remain inactive till maturity. On reaching puberty, a woman's ovaries usually release one egg each month. Menstruation. When the egg is not fertilized, this unfertilized egg along with blood and mucus form a flow which leaves the uterus. There is called menstruation, which lasts from 3 to 5 days. At birth, the female ovary contains approximately 2 to 4 million eggs. After birth, new eggs are not added. Out of these eggs, only about 400 are destined to be ovulated, while all others degenerate during development so that only a few remain by the age of 50. Thus, eggs ovulated near the age of 50 are 30 to 40 years older than those ovulated just after puberty. This aging of eggs can cause defects in the children born to older women. Fertilization, development and birth. The sperms enter through the vaginal passage, travel upwards and reach the oviduct where they may encounter the egg. As soon as it is fertilized, the egg cell, that is zygote, begins to divide until it becomes a ball of cells called a blastocyst. This ball then implants itself in the wall of the uterus. The development of the embryo takes place inside the uterus, where the embryo gets all the nutrients supplied through the umbilical cord. From 9 months onwards, the baby is ready to take birth. It moves down. During birth, the cervix gradually opens, that is, moves, and the baby is released through the vagina. Twins. Sometimes a single fertilized egg may get split and separated into 2 parts during the early stage of cell division. Each part then develops into a separate individual. As these 2 individuals are produced from a single zygote, they look similar and are called identical twins, either both boys or both girls. Sometimes 2 eggs are released from ovaries simultaneously and get fertilized to produce 2 individuals. As their 2 individuals are produced from different zygotes, they are dissimilar, either both boys and both girls or one boy and one girl. Population facts. The population of the world reached 1 billion in 1804, 2 billion in 1927, 3 billion in 1960, 4 billion in 1974, 5 billion in 1987, 6 billion in 1999, projected to reach 7 billion in 2011. With the present trend of population growth, India is likely to overtake China and be the world's topmost in population by the year 2025. July 11 is observed as World Population Day. Needs for and methods of family planning. The population density increases, decreases in per capita income, and natural resources takes place. General health also goes down. It creates an economical burden on the nation. Large families affect both the individual as well as the commonly life. economic pressure, mother's poor health, children neglected at home, poor housing, malnutrition, insufficient medical care, lack of better education are some of the disadvantages of large family size. Limited family is advantageous to the individual as well as to the nation and ultimately to the entire human race. For better future of mankind, the rate of growth of human population must be reduced. Another problem related to human reproduction is the spread of sexually transmitted diseases, that is, STDs. STDs spread from an infected sexual contact. Syphilis, gonorrhea, AIDS are some common sexually transmitted diseases which affect the sexual health of a human being. To protect individuals from these STDs, sex education and preventive measures are necessary. Use of condom not only protects the individual from STDs but also helps in population control. Contraception to avoid pregnancy and to keep sexual health can be achievable by the use of condoms, oral pills, copper tea, and some other methods. The WHO has prepared guidelines and considered reproductive health as a fundamental human right. Summary 1. Testes and penis are the main reproductive organs of the male reproductive systems. 2. Penis, it is the portion of the reproductive system that delivers the sperms to the site of fertilization. 3. Vagina is a muscular tube provides the route for the menstruation blood to leave the body during menstruation. 4. Ovaries develop and release eggs into oviduct. They secrete hormones estrogen, which brings about a changes in girl during puberty. For better future of mankind, the rate of growth of human population must be reduced. That is all in this lesson, student. Learning is fun, so keep learning.